I am an aeronautical engineer by profession, and I'm a cattle rancher by occupation. Today I have been requested to speak to you about industry, community, and government cooperation in developing a handbook for public use. We have noticed efforts of other synergy groups, such as the Calumet Synergy Association, to produce best management practices. Our association's goal and objectives include providing informative and educational information, including information about heavy oil. And during the past couple of years, our Education and Information Committee has sponsored and conducted a public series of guest speakers regarding everything you might want to know about oil and gas development in our geographical area. It became clear through these presentations that there was a real need for information to assist those who were impacted by resource development, especially in the heavy oil area. Encouraged by Iris English, former chair of the LICA board, an ad hoc handbook committee was organized with members reflective of the three groups who formed our membership: government, industry, and the community. The committee rolled up their sleeves and had at the task. Numerous people contributed in their areas of expertise, providing both written and technical content as well as editing services. The topics were eventually narrowed to 16, including community engagement, surveys, seismic activity, dealing with land agents, drilling, infrastructure and pipeline construction, noise and visual aesthetics management, and venting and flaring, just to name a few. Our annual general meeting and subsequent reorganization brought changes to this committee, which is where I became involved, as I was voted in as chairman of that committee as well as board chair of LICA. I found the handbook people to be a focused, determined group with a common desire to develop a finished product of value to be retained by everyone for future utilization. A contractor was engaged to accomplish final editing and composition under committee direction. The eventual format was intended to make information available at a glance through overview, fast facts, and helpful hints, with resources and references for further in-depth research if desired. We worked with a graphic designer to obtain the best layout to accomplish this goal, and I'm happy to report that our handbook is now in the hands of the printer. A project such as this landowner's handbook on resource development is only brought to fruition through cooperation and partnership of many diverse organizations, companies, and committed individuals. We are pleased with the finished product and have a great deal of pride in the teamwork exercised to manage the intricacies of a project of this magnitude. We are indebted to many for their commitment and contributions which have enabled this resource to be produced. Now, Winston Churchill, my middle name, by the way, is Winston. Winston Churchill once said, "For God so loved the world that he didn't send a committee." However, in this case, a quote from the American poet Matty Stepanek, who had numerous books of poetry and essay reach the New York Times bestseller list, is quite applicable. Unity is strength. Where there is teamwork and collaboration, wonderful things can be achieved. Thank you.